Our story this week is from Bev Potter, who you'll find on Substack. And here is how big box stores fuel the myth of home ownership. America, we have the stuff. I remember when I used to roll up on Sam's Club like, "Get out of my way, fool!" The ludicrous bass line throbbing in my head as the doors whooshed open to receive my greatness, and I flashed my card like Bianca Jagger swanning into Studio 54. I never made eye contact with the poor schlub checking IDs. I didn't need to. I belonged there. I was a member. I was a friend of Sam. Now, I had only the vaguest idea of who Sam actually was. I knew he owned Walmart, and I assumed all the stuff at Sam's Club was somehow cast-offs and overruns that nobody wanted from Walmart. You know, like how all the stuff at Aldi fell off a truck at the port of New Orleans and would probably never, ever pass FDA inspection if FDA inspectors were brave enough to go into an Aldi. I also knew that Sam's last name was Walton, although I don't remember him being on the TV show. I assumed he was John Boy's rich cousin. I also knew that Sam was from Arkansas, and I've since discovered that the Waltons have turned their hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas, into some kind of urban utopia / art enclave / tax dodge for America's wealthiest family, which is still not enough reason for me to visit Arkansas. The lure of Sam's Club and its evil twin, Costco, is economy of scale. Sure, you could buy a 4-pack of toilet paper at your local grocery store and pay $1.25 per roll, or you could join Sam's Club, fork over a $100 membership fee, buy 1,000 rolls of toilet paper, and pay only 50 cents per roll. The math seems obvious. And yet, you'd have to spend $5,000 to make back your yearly $100 membership fee. And the bigger problem, no pun intended, is where to put all that stuff. I like pink beans a lot. So I thought, okay, instead of driving all the way to Walmart on the other side of town, I'll order some from Amazon. They'll get here yesterday, and I won't have to think about buying pink beans for a while. I didn't really have a grasp, as it were, on what 26 cans of beans actually looks like. That's a lot of beans. Where the hell am I going to put 26 cans of beans? Back in the good old days of living in a 2-story colonial on 5 acres, the answer was simple. I had space and the money to fill up that space, which is apparently the goal of all Americans everywhere. I don't think I know a single person who actually parks their car in their garage. The garage is simply a storage area built onto the house. The cars live in the driveway or on the street or have migrated onto the front or back lawn, which is now the designated auto zone. If I take the beans upstairs, which is basically all storage because I live alone, and the bathroom and kitchen are downstairs, and that's all that really matters, I'll forget they're there. And then I'll buy more beans because I'll forget that I already bought beans and put them upstairs. And then I'll have 52 cans of beans. That's how I ended up with 3 box fans. It's great to buy something on sale and trot proudly upstairs with it, only to open the closet door on 2 others exactly like it. Son of a... Big box stores cater to the myth that, as a God-fearing, blue-blooded American, you should A. Own a home. B. Belong to a club that caters to you and your fellow homeowners. And C. Fill up that home with lots of stuff that's cheaper, which makes you smarter and better, even though the math is complete gibberish and you're being scammed by a conglomerate that preys on your weakness when faced with towering shelves of all your favorite things. Cashews, my precious. And handed a cheese cube on a stick that was just breathed on by a 5-year-old. Do I miss Sam's Club? Of course I miss Sam's Club. Tubs of pretzel nuggets haunt my dreams at night. But there's no defense. Have at it. Try to convince yourself that it's all okay. I'm just going to sit over here and quietly eat my beans. Thanks for listening. I'm Kris Kepler, and I hope you enjoyed listening to these stories as much as I enjoyed narrating them. I'd love for more people to hear these wonderful stories, so please share and tell your